give you is one message, and that message is that it gets better.
If you're struggling with who you are, it does get better. It takes time, though.
And regardless of what people tell you or what you've been taught or brought up to believe, just because what you're feeling is different than what you know, it doesn't make it wrong.
And despite what's come out in the news, I know the government with the army, the Mormon church, it doesn't all matter. The only thing that matters and should matter to you is what's right here. A lot of my family isn't accepting of me, and that's fine.
I've been accepted a little bit more by my direct family, such as my mom or my dad.
My mom is taking her a long time, but she's very accepting of my partner now. She considers him a son now, but it did take a long time for her to get to that point. And you know what? For anybody that's out there, it's going to take some time. And you know what? If you're young, there's no reason to jump into things.
It's going to take your family back by surprise, regardless of how your parents are.
If you have questions or you're not sure how to approach it, we'd be happy to answer emails on that. We'll even do a segment on it just for you. If you say, well, I'm not sure, I'm 22 years old, I don't know how to tell my parents, hey, we'd be happy to give our point of view on it.
I came out when I was 12 years old.
I was pushed out of the closet at 19 by an aunt. I didn't want anybody to know.
But to me, there was no reason in hiding it. I mean, I was always a rebel child anyway. I mean, I played sports, played video games, went hiking, rode four-wheelers, did the whole straight thing according to everybody else, and that's sort of why I still do this sort of straight thing. It's just the environment I was raised in.
And the whole serving in the armed forces. Yeah, but you did that, and that's kind of like a butch thing to do. That's not something I would do. I never played sports. I never did any of that kind of stuff. I played with dolls when I was
stereotypical that, like, we both had the same things that we did when we were younger, but we are completely different as individuals.
Like my little brother met David for the first time a few weeks ago and was kind of didn't know how to react because what gay guys he's been around has been me and my partner, and we're not on the strictly feminine side or on the strictly masculine side. We're just kind of in between. But David, when he met David, he's like, are you sure?
Like, there's a lot of straight people that have experimented. It doesn't make you gay. Like, don't flip out and start stressing it so bad to the point where you're flipping out. Because there's straight people that have done stuff that also commit suicide out of fear that the person they did it with is going to say something.
If you are straight and you experimented, it's normal. Ask any psychiatrist.
Later, don't live a lie, and at 32 years old when you have 2 kids and a wife or whatever, because now if you struggle with it then, you're jeopardizing 4 lives instead of just 1. And I'm not saying jeopardizing is a bad thing, I'm just saying you alter their entire lives, your kids, your wife's, yours, as opposed to if you come out with it when you're young, or at least accept it and live that lifestyle, then the only life you're going to damage or worry about improving or changing is going to be your life. Nobody else will be affected by it.
Well, and it's going to be better mentally for you. Like, me and my partner may adopt a child someday, but then we would raise it together. Where it would be is if I was to have gotten married and had kids of my own, I would be miserable, and I would be a horrible father because I was miserable. If you're in your 30s and you haven't decided yourself if you are or you're not, chances are you probably are, and you just need to come up and accept yourself for being you.
You guys have us you can talk to. There's tons of people on the internet that have links posted. We'll post our email address. We also have a Facebook. You know, you can talk to us about it, and we'll do a segment on it. We'll talk to you about it. You know, if you're having questions about how to tell them, if you're curious, like how we came out, our full stories, whatever questions you have, just email us, and we're glad to help.
Yeah, we'll do what we can to help you on that. I mean, we can't do it for you. I mean, well,
nobody should do it for you.
Nobody should do it for you because, I mean, we could, but someone did it for me, and it didn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
Nobody should put you in that position where you have to tell somebody. I mean, you should be able to tell somebody in confidence, knowing that they're not going to turn around and blab it to your friends or your family, and that you will be secure having someone to talk to. And if that means finding a random friend on Facebook that you can talk to, or a random friend somewhere that doesn't even know you, or the TnT Talk Aholics, you know, we're happy to talk to you about it. And I mean, there's no reason anybody should not have someone to talk to. It's just to let you guys know that it does get better.
It does, and it has.